Hi, it's Michelle Birdsong, Eve, mother of all living, daughter of the sun. You're looking at a picture of the Son of the Sun, Jesus Christ, the Buddha, now being Govinda Singh Dhillon. The name of this video is Part 2, Eve, like the sun, is the source of our energy. Neil Shusterman said everything has meaning or nothing has meaning. Everything decoded. EVE, Eve, VERY, very important, THING, thing. Eve's very important thing is her clitoris. Adam, tickle Eve's clitoris and make it throb until she climaxes. Who is Neil Shusterman? He is an American writer of young adult fiction. He won the National Book Award for Young People's Literature for his book, Challenger Deep. Challenger Deep. That information is from Wikipedia. Who are we? The truth, we are humans. The truth is stranger than fiction. We are humans. Adam, Eve, and Jesus Christ. We were the children of our Father, the Son. And we are meant to give each other pleasure like our source. The sun gives and is a source of pleasure. He gives light, heat, and energy for food for the others, the Earth population. Who said the truth is stranger than fiction? Mark Twain, being a projection of Eve, said truth is stranger than fiction. But it is, because fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities. Truth isn't. Note from Eve, truth creates the unfathomable. Possibility definition. Noun, a thing that may be chosen or done out of several possible alternatives. One possibility. Possibility, POS, for possess, I for pleasure, ability for ability, capability. Possess, pleasure, capability. The penis and clitoris are capable of feeling pleasure and causing the whole body to feel pleasure. The penis and clitoris are capable of creating pleasure throughout the human body. Equal opportunity for experiencing pleasure. Males and females when loved by their spouses. God the Son just likes to give pleasure. Unfathomable definition. Adjective. Incapable of being fully explored or understood. The Son's unfathomable pleasure is watching his daughter being herself, just as a loving parent gets immense pleasure watching his or her child being his or her unfathomable selves. That part of the parent is unaware of. The parent is loving him or herself when he or she is loving, becoming his or her child. Hope you understood that. Similar words to unfathomable is inscrutable. Second definition of unfathomable, of water or a natural feature. Humans' bodies are mostly water, impossible to measure the extent of. Similar, deep, immeasurable. The son's love for his daughter Eve, Venus, goddess of love, is deep, immeasurable, as it keeps him content while he lets the Earth's population use his light, heat, and energy for food. Truth is stranger than fiction. Truth is a stranger to fiction because fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities. Truth isn't. Eve notes, truth creates. Create definition. As a child, I wondered if it wasn't wrong for people to create. I thought only God is supposed to create. But God has already created. He created the creation. He created us. He delights in seeing and hearing his children create pleasure. He creates, gives pleasure by allowing himself to be used, his qualities, light, heat, energy, to be used as he watches his children, Angel Michelle, Eve, mother of all living, being Venus, goddess of love, being T. Michelle Birdsong, his son, Archangel Gabriel, Jesus Christ, the Buddha, being Gurinder Singh Dhillon, and Archangel Michael, Adam the King, being Elvis, Sinatra, George Harrison, Sam Cooke, Jesse Belvin, Michael Jackson, now being Michael Bublé. Michael Bublé creates real, true, heartfelt, earthfelt pleasure in the world. And all of the son's children do that, as well as the son does that. Create definition verb, being, something, and to bring something into existence. He created a 30-acre lake. Similar word to create, generate, produce, design, cause. When picks every action, every action has meaning. When Eve picks the matter from her nose, she is picking from what her father knows to share with the world. You get that? When Eve picks the matter from her nose, she is picking from what her father, the Son, knows to share with the world. His infinite store of knowledge. That's what he knows. Cause something to happen as a result of one's action. That's what create means. Divorce only created problems for children. Certainly created a problem for me when I was a child. I miss my father desperately. Similar word to create, bring about, result in. Create definition. To create is to create a new definition. The definition of create, of an actor, originate a role by playing a character for the first time. First, decoded. F-I-R for fire, S-T for started. Fire started. The sun is on fire. When you create something, it's like you're on fire when you're creating. Like the first principle, creator, the sun. You too, TWO, 2 second place, are being a creator. Another, you get it, you're in second place. He's the first place. One who cultivates a child is next to God. That's the mother. Next. N for enter. EX for example. T for this. Enter. Example this. This next example of loving attention. That's the mother who creates the child, cultivates the child. He said, C said decoded. S for C, A for A, ID for identity. Somebody. You are somebody if you have an identity. Attention definition. He or she is commanding. Definition. Ordering, meaning the ring, R-I-N-G, ring means you're engaged. Okay, when you're paying attention, you're engaged in paying attention. Definition of attention, noun, notice taken of someone or something. The regarding of someone or of something as interesting or important. Interesting decoded. I for pleasure, N for enter, azure, R-E-S-T-I-N-G, resting. Pleasure enters as you're resting. Your attention is arrested. Your attention is stopped. You're paying attention. Ordering, her, O for ordering, R for her. Important moments, concentrating. That's what paying attention is. She's ordering her important moments, concentrating. They're not chaotic, they're ordered. He drew attention to 3 spelling mistakes. Similar word for attention, awareness, notice. Second definition of attention means the action of dealing with or taking special care of someone or something. S for C, O for order, M-E for me, O-N-E for one, someone. C, order, me, one, ordering, enter, energy. And that energy is Eve. Eve for Eve. I'm the one ordering energy in the world. The business needed her attention. Similar words to attention, observation, attentiveness. Observation decoded. O for order, B for B, S-E-R-V-A for servant, A-T for at, I for I, O-N for on. Observation, order, be servant at eyes on. I am the servant of what I observe. Subliminal messaging. Okay, you're looking at something, you're receiving a message subconsciously. Subliminal definition, adjective, in psychology, of a stimulus or mental process below the threshold of sensation or consciousness, perceived by or affecting someone's mind without their being aware of it. You're looking at something, your mind is being affected, but you're not aware of it. Similar words to subliminal, subconscious, unconscious. Conscious definition, adjective, aware of and responding to one's surroundings, awake. Eve says that's what people mean when they say wake up. They mean become conscious, become aware of what's going on, what is happening. Stop being your subconscious programming. Be yourself. Be Eve energy. Being conscious means having knowledge of something, aware. We are conscious of the extent of the problem. Conscious of also can mean painfully aware of something, aware of, sensitive to. He was very conscious of his appearance. Tip, similar sounding words. Conscious is sometimes confused with conscience, that thing that tells you right from wrong, and conscientious, the thing that means you do your work thoroughly. This definition is from Oxford Dictionary. Aware definition. Awareness is a noun. It means knowledge or perception of a situation or fact. We need to raise public awareness of the issue. It's an example sentence. Eve says the globalists, oligarchy, want to control your perception. They want to use 5G AI to control what you know. The mainstream media, owned by 5 or 6 separate corporations, already control what the masses, the least informed, the marginalized, knows. That is why I mainstream clues to the marginalized. Similar words to awareness, consciousness, your attention span. Recognition is another similar word to awareness. Awareness definition, concern about and well-informed interest in a particular situation or development. A growing environmental awareness. Awareness used in a sentence. She was slung over his shoulder, stuck between awareness and blackness. Blackness in this sense means blankness, not aware of self or anything else. Genesis 3, King James Version of the Bible from BibleGateway.com. Unto the woman, and A-N for angel, Michelle, woman, angel Michelle. Until the woman, omen, W, omen. Unto the woman, Lilith, God said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrows and thy conception in sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. And the desire shall be to thy husband, he shall easily feel sexual desire, not you, female, and he shall rule over thee. He determines whether or not you feel sexual desire and pleasure. It is up to him whether or not to stimulate your sexual desire by tickling your clitoris, or whether he doesn't give you an organ of sexual desire a thought, let alone the opportunity to have an orgasm brought on by your husband's loving attentive action, tickling your clitoris. When Lilith heard her punishment, in other words, the labor pains and sexual pleasure at her husband's desire, she said no, and fled the scene to join Satan and his ilk, for she knew they do not listen to God, they do not obey God. Then came Eve in response to Adam's crying out in the wilderness so piteously she felt the agony and fear of his loneliness in the high heavens where she was. She dropped everything and joined Adam, becoming his second wife, but having to undergo the suffering brought on by his first wife, Lilith. As goes Eve's suffering, Adam's second wife, so goes the suffering of the world's girls. Okay, I'm going to stop now because I'm going to run out of space. I'll do a part 3 to tell you what happens to Eve and Adam later. Thank you for watching.